Sir, metropolitan cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, it's fully saturated. Especially in each street, you see 5 to 10 clinics. So, do you think there is an opportunity for a fresher to penetrate into the market?
In case if he has moved into Bangalore new and something like that, and he doesn't have a good network among friends or family people in and around him, I would suggest them to have a clinic space in a more place where it has got a floating population.
So, coming to the MDS crowd, how can they project themselves into this market as a fresh MDS graduate?
This is trying to ask extra work or more work, or try to do more of a receptionist job than the clinical, which is not mentioned. In case if it's not mentioned, which they are not comfortable, then
How can one identify common red flags, or when should they discontinue their clinical practice and move on to another clinic?
red flags is once a BDS doctor or fresher gets to know that whatever is spoken or written in the job description when they join, and no, the dentist is trying to ask extra work or more work, or try to do more of a receptionist job than the clinical, which is not mentioned. In case if it's not mentioned, which they are not comfortable, then they can leave. See, they are here for a purpose, and that is what they have joined for, and the dentist also has appointed them for a purpose, that he or she will reduce his workload in terms of doing some scalings or fillings, or maybe converting some cases. So once he or she feels that this is not what was spoken or what was written, I feel that's the time they have to go.
So, when do you think it's an appropriate time for a fresher to open a new clinic?
Immediately. What is wrong? Like, because dentistry, like, people feel the dentists are getting saturated and things like that. If he's confident, if he's got the funds, and he can just start a clinic, he can immediately start. Okay, because I know somebody who just immediately after BDS, she had the funds, she just started, called in consultants, and is doing very well. So it is nothing to do that when to start a clinic. You can start it immediately as long as you're confident, and you have backup support, financial backup support. Okay, you don't have to pay EMIs or depend on practice to pay your EMIs and things like that, and you can set a mark as soon as possible. Do it immediately.
Sir, metropolitan cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, it's fully saturated. Especially in each street, you see 5 to 10 clinics. So, do you think there is an opportunity for a fresher to penetrate into the market?
Definitely yes. Why not? See, today you have one entire market who sells the same kind of things on one road, and everybody's got customers. Everybody has got somebody to buy that product from that person, and we have hotels opening opposite each other. So we are giving the consumer, the customer, more choices. So there's nothing wrong if in case somebody was trying to intrude or spoil somebody's practice. Maybe he or she is specialized in something else. Maybe he would have done one extra course on aesthetics. Maybe he would have been doing something in veneers. So in case if somebody is searching for a doctor only for veneers, he would definitely get that customer. So there's absolutely no problem in opening a clinic wherever they want, or in any metropolitan city, because we have in this city there's an advantage, like you have more people. We have a floating crowd. We have people coming from different states into our states, so we have people who are coming and getting the treatment done. So on a place where there's a floating population of students and the IT crowd coming here and going out, so everybody will survive for sure. We are surviving, no matter how many work clinics are coming up and corporate clinics are coming up. A lot of things, new chains of clinics are coming up. Everybody has got their audience or their customer, so there's no harm, is what I say.
Also, for a fresher, sir, how can they choose their first location for the clinic?
Choose their first location. See, in case if the fresher doctor is not localite, In case if he has moved into Bangalore new and something like that, and he doesn't have a good network among friends or family people in and around him, I would suggest them to have a clinic space in a more place where it has got a floating population. Okay, it can be a busy road or it can be things like that. Maybe they'll be worried about the rental income and things like that, but all that will be covered. So that is not an issue. But in case if it's a localite person who is familiar with the area, born and brought up in the same place, has a good network, any place works for him. Any side road practice also works for him, because he knows so many people from so many years, or people have seen him through, so he can connect through the word of mouth. So these are the two differences what I would like to mention. It is different for a fresher who is from the outside of Bangalore or who is a localite.
So, what do you think is the minimum budget for one to open a clinic?
To open a clinic, it can be anything, as long as he decides his ROI. Anybody has a very posh clinic, a very posh clinic, and he has to generate 10 times his investment. If you are investing 10 lakh rupees, make sure like before 5 years, you have to make 1 crore. Okay, if you feel and as a how to do it, we are there to help them through different kinds of marketing platforms and things like that. But if he's opening a smaller setup, he would have that kind of audience. He would have like Dashni Hotel, you'll have that audience. UB City will have that audience. We cannot have that. But what budget or what ambience or what kind of thing, he has to decide on what audience he wants to treat. Maybe if he's doing a like budgeted root canal at about 3,500 rupees, maybe the audience should feel comfortable walking into the clinic. Or in case if the audience is looking at a very posh clinic, oh, this place is going to be expensive, they will not walk in. It should be customer friendly in terms of the ambience.
So, if fresher or a BDS student wants to upskill their talent, is there any courses or books that would you like to refer?
There are a lot of courses, so what I would look at it as like the skills, whatever a fresher would already know. He would know all the skills of dentistry in terms of fillings, root canals, extractions and all that. But how is he going to sell, or how is he going to upsell, or how is he going to do this? All this he can always refer to a person called Swastik Nandakumar. He is a Bangalore guy, very nice guy, sweet guy. He is on Spotify. He does some courses. The paid courses are expensive. Free courses, he doesn't teach everything. He teaches a few stuff which the student can grasp and implement it. These are the small things which tips he would say, which you can use it in your day-to-day practice. And the marketing skills, there are so many other people. Like today, you can always do a course with Rajiv Talreja. He's an amazing guy who would teach you a little bit of marketing, a little bit of entrepreneur skills. There are so many things, because we are all a small business owner. We need to have all these skills. Any small business owner should have all these skills. So if you do the free course with him, great. If you want to do the paid course with him, also is going to be a little more expensive. So that is okay. There is one course, it is called growthschool.com or something like that, where they sell an advanced course in Canva. Okay, where all these like pictures, you can make lovely infographics. I think that's a one-time charge of 1,900 bucks or something like that, Prince. And this stays in your inbox. So it will teach you an advanced course of how exactly to professionally do your infographics. So if a student learns all these things, it would really help him in his day-to-day practice.
So, coming to the MDS crowd, how can they project themselves into this market as a fresh MDS graduate?
I get a lot of resumes from the MDS crowd. Okay, people who want to come out, orthodontists, prosthodontists, a lot of people who are coming and approaching me. What I would suggest is, just as soon as after you finish MDS, just don't start shooting your resumes to us and things like that. I already have mentioned about the fiverr.com where they can get a professional resume done. What I would also try to insist or like recommend is get a very good optimized LinkedIn profile done. You would find professionals who can do a very good LinkedIn profile on fiverr.com. Okay, they would charge maybe $10 to $15, but it is professionally made, which will make you stand out from the rest of the crowd. Get endorsements, get before and after pictures, because even now we get only resumes and the what do you say, the like the thesis work done or the marks they have achieved. No, we do not want that. We want to know how painless they can do, painless root canal they can perform, or how nicely they can remove a horizontal impacted tooth. There are a lot of things as a clinician we would expect from them to work on. It is not only that they have to drop their prices and come to us. If they are worth the money, and if they know how to do a re-root canal and bypass a broken, they would definitely be paid more, because that is their expertise, USP. So they have to make sure that whatever they speak in their resume, we have attached documents with that.
So thank you so much, sir, for spending your precious time with us. And I'm sure all the freshers will be thankful to you, especially watching this episode. Any final message for them, sir?
Freshers, you're like, welcome to the world of like it is a big world. Okay, you're stepping into. Do not be scared of anything. There's nothing new. We've also gone through the same road as you were going through. Concentrate more on how much you're going to earn immediately. Try to learn maximum on how to earn money, or how you can learn the skills of sales or the upsell ups. Make your money fast is what I'm trying to say. Do not get stagnant in one place for 2 years, 3 years, and don't learn anything which is not useful for you. Okay, make sure you choose the right dentist to work under, where you can learn a lot of things. Okay, ask them, make sure that you observe a lot, and what you take back from that 1 year or 2 years, whatever you want to learn from the doctor. If you're not learning anything, leave them. But in case if you're very helpful, so make your research, do your R&D properly, because before you joined dentistry, you have done your R&D, correct? You would have seen so many colleges, so many, who are the staff there, and a lot of things, who are your guides, a lot of things you'd have researched. But after BDS, nobody does your R&D. Nobody does R&D after immediately finishing BDS. They just want to just get into the ocean, start practicing, and expect to earn what everybody is earning. Do your R&D correctly. Make sure who is the right person for you, who is the right mentor for you. Learn skills, which is really going to help you in lifelong practice, and try to think big. And so only when you think big, you can grow big, is what I believe. Okay, all the best. We are always here for you. Thank you.
So this concludes the session for today. If you have any queries, please don't forget to get back to us. All the details are given in the description. Don't forget to check this out. And I'm immensely thankful to Dr. Deepak Rudramurthy for sharing his views, and I'm sure all you freshers will find it immensely helpful. This is Dr. Prince signing off. See you in the next episode. Thank you.